Just take a couple of seconds out just to look at his plan of attack. Potentially, if you could leave the white where the pink is now, that would leave the red to the left. I'm not sure if the pink will go back on its spot or below the pack. I think it goes below the pack. Seems to be going back to his chair. Give himself a few seconds.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. The fact that it looks like it's going to cover the other red, doesn't it? So it's going to have to be a nice angle on this black to try and promote the bunch. Yes, he has the red to left middle, but he'll be looking for the optimum angle off this one by use of the cushion. Just didn't get through it. Not ideal, but the cannon's no problem.
Again, there's a time there Mark would not have played it that slowly, a gentle cannon.
42.
The fact he was a little bit lower on the black, the pot was a little bit more difficult, but the split was guaranteed. Graham seems far more reluctant to open them up, more content with trying to pick them off, nudge one or two out, and nearly make it 50 or 60 and try and get control rather than to win it in one visit. I'm more just making a point of it because throughout his career, that's not the way he's played. This is a conscious decision on his part.
50.
And maybe he plays good more often, but doesn't play great as often. That's the balance. Trying to play good can be the enemy of playing great.
51.
The patience and discipline is admirable, but also just need to free yourself up to play to his full capability. That burst of scoring power that he's always had,
56.
you just wonder, is that still there?
57.
Just if you're trying to be this controlled, this precise, very fine margins can easily go wrong.
Yeah, that was a lovely, typical feathery touch, wasn't it? To nicely on the black, and so no problem now.
64.
It's like he's playing with the insurance that if he does
65.
at any stage break down, apart from having the lead, that the pack is very tight. And we're not being critical of how he's gone about it as much as noticing this is a conscientious
70.
change on his part.
Mark Allen, 72.
Again, still excellent 72. More than likely good enough to win him this fifth frame.
Yeah, looks a massive lead, doesn't it, at the moment? But you've always got to be on your guard in this type of situation. Mark Allen, that is. You leave any sort of chance for Thepchaiya to perhaps peel off blacks and find yourself in deep trouble. So you've got to be on your guard, which you will be. Yeah, so that red puts the seal on it. And time to just keep the arm flowing with a few easy red colours here. So Mark Allen.
6.
Hits the front, 3-2 to the good. I don't know whether it's a thing with Thepchaiya and whether longer matches suit him. I know best of 11, it's not the longest match in the world, but I don't think he's the type of player that it really does suit.
Yeah, even from my
14.
perspective, I don't want to play him in a best of 7. I want to play him in a best of 19. Again, the best of 7 fears he could just blow you away in a matter of minutes. But over the distance, even if he started well, even if he had a 4-0 lead, I feel given time, I could get in at him. I could dictate the tactics, dictate the pace. And in the longer, or the tournaments with longer matches, longer sessions, hasn't really a great record.
Malin 15 and 3.
Yeah, well, Mark Allen has done more than enough then, and that's confirmed. He's hit the front, leads 3-2. Welcome back then. Frame 6, Mark Allen, the favourite, I guess, as the start of the outset of this match, but a 5-1 losing career record against Thepchaiya and Un-Nooh, but Mark is certainly here to play. He's been playing nicely and just getting steadily better, I think, as the match is getting towards the business end of it.
Actually worked out well, played in such a way that there was a little bit of cover behind the black, and of course if he had a potted he was perfect on the black, so well thought out shot there. That red that's in the bulk area, be anxious to try and get rid of, otherwise we end up playing the frame from this end of the table. Okay, playing safety with the green, a bit closer to the brown. There's a bit of a target to try and get behind. As he's tried to do there, catch the red a little bit thicker. Again, play that very well. Haslett mark this red. He's coming down to have a look. Can he maybe drop it in dead weight? Leave himself low enough on the black, not leave another red except for this one he's playing. Of course he could play it harder and try and come around the back of the black and be on something, but it would make the putt more difficult.
One.
Yeah, made the pot his priority. Because he wanted to come around the back of the black, but not at the expense of missing the red.
Yeah, so can he make good on that crunching long red? In and out of balk, no problem. Just get the pot. Oh, that's tremendous. Very good. As I said, he just looks like he's growing into this match now.
7.
And credit to him as well for the work he's done with, you know, losing a bit of weight. I know it was a couple of seasons ago, but he wouldn't have been able to reach that with his hand. Probably 18 months, 2 years ago, so things looking good now for the player of last season.
Yeah, I think apart from even the playing side, I think his whole self-confidence, self-esteem is a lot greater.
15.
And again, in addition to that, also working with a sports psychologist the last year, so that's definitely had an impact on him. Of course, last year was his best season ever.
16.
And there's definitely been a change in him, his whole manner, demeanour, outlook. Certainly last year got all the results and the rewards for that. And playing in a public arena,
21.
it is important as much as you can to feel good about yourself and be comfortable out there with all the eyes of the crowd and TV on you.
Yes, it's not quite a clean-cut chance just yet. We know that red, the one nearest the black, is no good. So that's a clever shot. Just wants this to run. Played for a choice of a couple. Always has the one,
27.
obviously, to left centre.
And that red at the bottom of the cluster of 6 there, if it does go to the left corner, if you get on that, ideally, be able to again pot it and disturb some others.
28.
Playing that shot, obviously the red
33.
I talked about at the bottom of the cluster didn't go. But I do feel there's reluctance on his part to go into them
33.
as much as he did in the past.
Now that was the other thing you did know, having caught the black full ball, he would play a cast iron safety shot. He's got Thepchaiya chasing shafts at the moment.
Yeah, more often than not, if you can leave the white behind either the yellow or the green and the cushion, generally it's going to be good safety or sometimes an excellent safety. Tends to nearly always guarantee that one side is your opponent. Again, that's what he's just gone down there to look at. Just that extra second or two. Be a little bit more conscientious. Try and put him in as much trouble as possible.
He's took a mini risk there as Mark Allen, hasn't he? He's sacrificed his cue ball for the fact of getting at least a couple of reds safe, but he might find himself behind green-brown.
Yeah, it felt like he gave away the initiative there. But was desperate to get another red safe. Whoever Thepchaiya catching the green there is that Mark this chance.
It was a clever scoreboard shot, wasn't it? 33 in front, push 2 reds safe. What's the worst that can happen? He was almost gambling that Thepchaiya wouldn't find the cover in bulk. Yes, that's gone wrong. That was a poor shot and Thepchaiya's got a chance, but it's a gift for Mark, and there haven't been many of late. He was actually a little unlucky. Overcut the red, but it caught that second bump, which sent the red spinning through that gap and up above the blue line. So Thepchaiya's just got to try and re-establish himself here.
One.
The important part of the match here, apart from even the scoreline. Obviously, the difference between 4-2 and 3-all. You just got a sense that Mark was dictating the game, dictating the pace and the tactics. Important now for Thepchaiya to go back.
9. $16. 17.
Yeah, perfect angle on the black there, parallel. Gives him options. Yeah, caught the first red, wanted to miss that. Go past that one, catch the second one would have been better.
So frustrating, isn't it? I mean, he can play any number of shots there, guaranteed good position, so he's got to recycle this one. Yeah, well played, good recovery, but
25.
you can't keep knocking them in. I mean, sometimes he can, this guy, it seems, but just got to try and get his cue ball a wee bit tighter. This looks like an easy pick-up, these next 3 or 4 reds, but you've got to get a good cue ball, because eventually, of course, he's going to have to try and attack those 2 reds.
But losing ideal cue ball control probably doesn't
21.
bother him so much because it's the way he's always played. You feel that previous red he played, if that was Ding Junhui, he probably would have missed the red because he would have been so annoyed that he wasn't perfect.
38.
A lot of great potters are great potters because they have to be, because their cue ball control is not as good as some others.
$39.
Yeah, we're really getting towards crunch time in this match. I don't mean in terms of the eventual outcome, but it'll go a long way towards it, this frame.
Would you have a preference in those 2 reds disturbing them, or would you
45.
feel you can get in behind them enough?
Yeah, I mean, they both go to the far right corner, don't they? So that maybe would tempt you to
46.
play in behind them. Like quite a big target, but obviously you've got to get nice on the the colour after this next open red. Now, you've got to get high on this. Straight or high, that's good. Yeah, that's nicely played, because now if he wants to, he can play on pink and black. Probably black, yes. So this is a key shot. Yeah, that's a bit loose.
54.
That's just loose.
That might dictate if he is straight, though. Probably only has the option of coming back as close as he can to the side cushion. Yeah, he's having a look there into the...
Yeah, he's the wrong side of straight in the black, isn't he? He's got to power stun this. All right, it's a fluke, but it doesn't make any material difference. I just thought the shot in the red previous was just a bit loose.
Yeah, from the previous red, it was such a simple pot. He should have been perfect.
Thepchaiya Un-Nooh, 60.
Probably could have played a little bit better of a safety shot there, but anyway, still a good visit. Trying to be too critical on him.
Oh, absolutely. In his mind to get the two reds into the game.
Yeah, and as I said earlier at the start of the match, on the red, just that extra second or two just to put it exactly where he wants. So then you're naturally potting the black and getting the cannon.
Oh, wow.
1.
Stunning pot, isn't it? I guess, to be honest, there was a lot of value in it. The fact he was laying the cue ball on the baulk cushion now. It's a question of whether you tick.
Yeah, just managed to get the brown close enough to that side cushion. Yeah, and always looked, if he did hit it, it's going to be difficult to get away with it. Looks like he has. And it's now he's going to feel the benefit of having that brown a little bit close to the cushion.
Yeah,
Safer.
but Mark, I think, might be lifting it here. It's a risk, but it might be worth taking. The only thing, of course, every chance of leaving the red over the right centre pocket. It might be just a bridge too far in terms of risk.
Yeah, shorter pace there. Not just on the red, but also the white. Again, similar to the previous ready pot. This one's a little bit easier. His hand on the table, though. Yeah.
1.
I said easier, not easy. He made it look easy.
He certainly did. He had a practice at it, mind you. He had the same shot earlier, didn't he? And he just adjusted. He caught the far jaw, but potted it. This time clean as a whistle.
Of course, when you're such a good potter as he is, you don't have to rely on the tactical side or safety side as much.
4.
Shots that a lot of players would turn down, he goes for and gets a very high percentage. .32 and Mark will definitely be coming back to the table. 2 snookers are Of course, if he potted yellow, green, brown, and one to tie in the blue. It's always very appealing when the black is on its spot to try and get snookers. Give the added bonus of also having the pink there. If you're a fraction off, the pink could get your cover.
It's almost worth playing a little cannon on blue-pink with this cue ball. Didn't play it, but in goes the yellow. So, a 10-point buffer. Might come back to the table mark if this green stays above ground. Yeah, but the fact that the black goes tight, he's had enough. So Mark Allen has been pegged back to all square again. Never been more than a frame in it this match. It's a best of 5 from here. 3 frames all. Welcome back to Thepchaiya Un-Nooh against Mark Allen.
$56. $57. $64.
Yeah, so off he goes again. Thepchaiya now, will he have eyes here on the bunch of reds? It's the perfect angle, isn't it? Worth a look.
That kind of shot, that run through with his long, fluid cue action, plays very well. Again, just that well over the around the angles.
Five.
Yeah, probably, if anything, hit it a little bit too hard.
12.
Maybe a little bit slower, but more side would have been more effective. The arc effectively came a little bit too late. That's why he kind of just glanced off the pack. Trademark great putt there from Thepchaiya. Again, with the previous shot in the black, was it didn't effectively smash open. Certainly disturbed them. Plenty of loose. Maybe the momentum in the match has slightly changed. You felt a 3-2 mark with a good chance. Only made 30. An opportunity to capitalise and make it 4-2. Maybe it's Thepchaiya's turn to have a spell where he can get on top and look to dominate. Of course, as the match progresses,
18.
each lead that you have, even if it's just the one frame, becomes more and more critical.
25. 26. 33.
Yeah, just landed a little bit straighter on the black than he would have liked, which reduced his options playing the black for reds. Again, got to be careful here, not just potting the red with the extension, but also getting into the pack, getting away. Yeah, that was always the danger, just being able to get away from the pack. Again, still as a pot, the pink will be going away from the reds. Again, play that well. Trace a left-hand side just to
40.
reduce the distance between the two balls for his next shot.
Now that was made to look very straightforward. It wasn't, but he's been fighting, it seems, for most of this break so far, but he's eventually got himself into position A1.
Yeah, I think he's looking at, can he get into the pack and get away for the red close to the right corner? Doesn't want to get stuck. Yeah, just possibly could get stuck. Didn't want to take that risk.
48.
Again, just roll through a fraction from the red here, parallel the black. Ideal then to go into the rest of them. Not a red I would have played, just looked somewhat missable. Again, he's just looking, can he just come back from the pink for the red? So now 55 ahead, two open reds there. Pots those two pinks or blacks, mark would require snookers.
56.
Yeah, you have to say this has been
63.
top class stuff from Thepchaiya. Holding firm. He's been a wee bit shaky at times in this match, but
64.
this has been, for him, quite studious. Been a little extra careful, I feel. Now, nothing too extravagant. The black, yeah, that's well played. Frame ball, of course. Didn't try to overplay it. Red to far corner. And he'll be back in front again.
Thepchaiya will move 72 and the frame.
Yeah, Mark Allen's had enough, so Thepchaiya Un-Nooh 4-3 in front.
The break.
unless he wins the tournament. People are going to be critical of him.
Welcome back. Mark Allen has just broken off in frame 8, finding himself, as you can see, 4-3 behind. Race to 6 for place in the last 16 tomorrow.
Yeah, caught them a bit thicker there to deliberately bring the white over to that side, but of course it's pushed to red. Again, you feel he's going to take it on. No guarantee at all of any positional play. If he goes for it, I think you have to just totally commit to the pot. Let the white take its natural course. Never easy to play those kind of shots when you're not sure exactly where it's going to end up. You always like to have that clarity in your mind.
One.
Mark will be anxious to re-establish himself back into the game. Just got a sense with Thepchaiya starting to pick up some momentum, speed. Just want to try and stop him in his tracks. The best way of doing that, of course, is be at the table yourself. They've been very evenly matched throughout the whole game. Wouldn't be at all surprised if it ends up being 6-5 either way. Neither player can seem to get away from the other.
Six.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's been a match of a certain quality, but it hasn't been consistent excellence, I would suggest. But I think I agree with you. It's got that look about it at the moment, and it's going to go all the way. It's a question of can one player step up and grab the match by the scruff of the neck.
Eleven. $18. $19. $26.
feel this break has been working towards this moment.
27.
Try and open this pack. Looks like a nice angle on the back, or sorry, in the blue. Naturally go into the pack here. And only a glancing blow on the pink. And to hit the pink full ball there. And again, for a player of Mark's class, it's quite a bad mistake, really. Big target. Again, even if you caught the pink on the other side, you have the potential of the red to the right-hand side could have bailed you out.
Yeah, I think that's been the story of the match for Mark Allen. Just losing his cue ball on occasion. Yeah, quite similar actually to a couple of frames ago. Mark had something around a 30-point lead before Thepchaiya got his chance. Made a nice 60, was it, down to the last couple of reds. So Mark defending for the time being, defending the 32 advantage. This is a chance for green ball cover, isn't it? It's a good line, that. Yeah, now this is dangerous. Yes, he could, I suppose, drop dead weight into the pack if he wishes. If he plays the conventional safety, he better get a good cue ball or else.
Foul. Thepchaiya Un-Nooh 4.
Yeah, he was aware of that danger potential and certainly didn't want to be going near the pack.
One.
It seemed like he made that shot a lot harder than it needed to be. Again, quite low on the black here. Pot a bit more difficult. Just can't really be able to get into the meat of the pack. More like the edge of the reds. Yeah, that's all he could do was just nudge that one out. Played it nicely, to be fair.
8. Nine.
Excellent shot there. The pot, but to keep it there, perfect angle. Now he has a chance to go into them. Disturb the cluster. See, that one there was able to land it, but
16.
surprised he didn't go into them, because in a shot or two he's going to have to go into them anyway. Mightn't have that same angle from point blank range. And point proven there.
17.
This next red's going to be a lot more difficult. That cluster there said he was so close, you were guaranteed to go into them. They're not that tightly bunched. You felt they were going to spread nicely and keep the white closely there.
22.
As great as a putter as he is, won't always get away with it.
Thepchaiya Un-Nooh 22.
Just felt a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, it was a huge opportunity, that wasn't it? Blue. Again, as it's often the case, it's the undoing of players, regardless of their class. Low in the blue strikes again. But Mark Allen has just got the odd mistake in him today that wasn't there last season. Or certainly for the majority of last season, where he played quite beautifully for the most part.
One.
This is a golden chance, isn't it? I'm not saying it's easy to win the frame at this visit, far from it, but it's a golden chance. And it'll hurt doubly if he can take it, because Mark... Oh, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Yeah, I'm just going to say, Mark having made the initial mistake, this will hurt. If Thepchaiya can make good on this.
7.
Yeah, and again, just that shot, just an extra second or two, just to make sure you're perfect. Still looks to be okay, I think slightly hampered. But it's somewhat missable, but it should never be. So again, just put this red,
14.
drop it in again. Played that nicely again. Perfect on the blue.
Twenty. One.
Doesn't have to play a cannon on those two reds. If you could leave the white on the side cushion, there's enough of a gap to pass by the red to the red that's closest to the corner pocket. But if he's high on the black, just looking there, the pink is in the way of the natural path towards the side cushion. If the pink wasn't just have a look at the scoreboard, because for the blue maybe. I think he's looking to be good. Did play the red and the blue. The red and the black would be enough, but
29.
don't really understand that. Obviously, he was looking to nudge the red closer to the pocket, but it seemed low percentage.
Yeah, it was a curious shot, wasn't it? It was one I
36.
didn't quite know what he was trying to play, but anyway, he's managed to recycle this cue ball. This is almost frame ball, because you've got to be on pink or black off it, which he is. So
37.
this is a big shot now, not an absolute sitter, but to put him past the point of Mark Allen needing a snooker. Key shot this, to potentially go two in front for the first time. Yeah, no problem. All right, he'll be disappointed with his cue ball, but the main thing is he's got the 37.
43.
The pink puts him 37 ahead. And of course, if he'd have missed it, he was leading Mark in. So did the right thing, made sure the pink. But by no means totally safe. It's only one snooker, and the colours are practically on their spots.
Thepchaiya Un-Nooh 43.
Missed that quite badly, as you can see by his face, and very fortunate to get a good snooker. Again, I'm not even sure he's the gap between the pink and black to come off. I mean, even the yellow where it is, the natural path off one cushion. That yellow looks to be in the way. All he's left with is coming off the ball cushion. Strong left-hand side to get over to that side.
Foul. Matt Allen 4.
Yeah, as I said, I needed strong left-hand side. Just didn't quite get enough. Yeah, Mark was very fortunate. But that little bit of fortune could prove pivotal. Not just in this frame, of course, but even the match.
Yeah, Thepchaiya desperate to just get any piece of this red and gain some sort of control in this exchange again. 33 in front, as Phil said, just somehow got to find a way to nurse his lead to the winning line. Yeah, that's well played. That's a brilliant shot, actually. Fabulous shot.
Probably the best shot he's played in the match, really, to be fair, considering the circumstances. He's managed this frame really well, and then just pure bad luck got him into this hole that he nearly went into. Again, wasn't tempted by playing any sort of a hidden hope, just hit the red. And once he's given control away, Mark won't be potting from here, so just got to be patient, Thepchaiya. And again, this has become like a little mini game. Who pots the next red? 33 ahead, but all the balls in the open. He's no insurance, Thepchaiya. Well, I said he'd know. That seemed a very risky shot for Mark, and considering he's played such a measured percentage game, to gamble, he had to pot that. The pace he was playing it, if he missed it, it was always going to be close to the pocket. Again, he's been punished.
Yeah, it certainly has. Relief then for Thepchaiya Un-Nooh. He's pretty much assured now of a 2-up lead with a possible 3 frames to play. The green confirms it. So not without the odd scare here and there, albeit it wasn't self-inflicted.
4.
Thepchaiya is holding firm. And he looks the stronger of the two just at the moment. But a word of caution, because the match has been toing and froing pretty much all afternoon. It's nice, actually, for Thepchaiya to just have a bit of a breather here, just mop these up and have a bit of fun, because it hasn't all been fun
13.
so far this match. But
18.
Now well and truly just one frame from victory. Yeah, so it mops them up. Thepchaiya Un-Nooh is in firm control of this last 32 encounter. He's just one frame away from a place in the round of 16 tomorrow. He leads 5-3. But welcome back. Thepchaiya Un-Nooh is one frame away from victory, leading Mark Allen 5 frames to 3, a 2-frame lead for the first time in this match. What can Mark Allen produce under the sternest of examinations now?
You could clearly see Mark there striking the cue ball right in the middle, just judging the contact off the red to get the position of play and avoid the ball colours. Quite a good safety, you would say, normally. But of course, you can see there a couple of reds Thepchaiya could potentially go for.
Foul.
And as usual, if he could go for it,
Mark
he
Allen,
would.
4.
Tried to play with an element of safety, bringing the white over towards the middle pocket, but obviously dropping into it, the red coming up. Again, that's 5-3 ahead. It's the one thing you don't want, is to give your opponent an easy opportunity. Again, a red. Mark and Thepchaiya would have expected Mark would pot. But again, just gone a little bit off the boil the last couple of frames. And again, if you have been playing quite measured and passive even, it can be hard then to try and flick a switch and be more positive and aggressive and look to score. Yeah, I know why you're smiling, Alan.
I didn't even think that shot existed.
I don't know if it was brilliant or madness.
Yeah, what a shot.
Anyway, it's worked out fantastic. And this is a genuine great chance to win frame and match.
8.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we say early on in a frame, this is a chance to win frame and match. This actually is one, isn't it? I mean, sometimes
9.
I think we get a bit too blasé about chances. This game is difficult at the best of times, but this is a golden chance.
Yeah, 5-3 up with the balls in this position. He's got a bit of momentum.
16.
It's not going to get any better than this. That's not to say if he doesn't win it here, he won't win the match.
$17.
Just got to be a little bit careful here. Not just potting the black, but just doesn't get stuck in that little cluster. Just come out in the open. Yeah, the previous, I thought he would have stunned up for the black into the opposite corner, screwed back. Just looked like he was putting himself in trouble. Not just the pot, but again, you can breathe properly again, back in absolute prime position. Nothing congested at all down this end of the table. Reds are ideal. Just a question of keeping this, and more importantly, his concentration. Forget the score, just focus on one shot at a time.
Yeah, I mean, when you get a load of this guy's talent, it makes you do wonder.
38.
How has he only ever beaten one
39.
top 64 player in a knockout tournament this season? Of course, that one time that he did previous to today was against Mark Allen, so lightning may be about to strike twice. He just can't quite put 2 or 3 good positional shots together back to back. I want to keep recycling this cue ball. This is a wee bit awkward as well. But he's played that lovely.
.46. .47.
Yeah, I've played Thepchaiya a few times. He's obviously beat me a few times. And generally, when he had a chance to win, he sprinted over the line, which is always a sign of a class player.
54.
Just literally mind his work for another couple of shots.
Yeah, I totally agree.
62.
Almost never shows signs of clincher's disease, as they call it. And he's almost there now. This black,
63.
pretty much guaranteed perfect position. So if this black disappears, he's all but over the line here. And it has. So Thepchaiya Un-Nooh looks pretty much assured of another famous victory against Mark Allen. He came in today with a 5-1 head-to-head advantage, and it's going to be extended to 6-1.
71.
This black to put beyond all doubt, and in it goes. So Thepchaiya Un-Nooh has been excellent since the interval. Mark Allen
78.
will leave Tianjin disappointed. Was expecting a deep run in the tournament, so his wait for a very deep run this season goes on. But Thepchaiya Un-Nooh has been excellent. Hasn't been his absolute best, but he's dug in and made
87.
the important contributions when he had to.
Yeah, I think throughout the match he's played a better calibre of snooker than Mark. Just been a little bit more clinical, maybe a little bit more positive in amongst them.
94.
And for Mark Allen, you wouldn't, obviously a chance to be world number one, you wouldn't call them worrying times, but definitely not in the form he was last season.
Yeah, I think that's right, Fergal. Just more positive. I think you've hit the nail on the head. In amongst them and just being adventurous when the chance come along.
Yes, this, we'd say, newer version of Mark. He's less likely to play bad, but I think he's also less likely to play great. As I said earlier, sometimes playing good can be the enemy of playing great. And again, this certainly has been great. And once we called it early at the start, what a chance. He's taken them very well. Still aware of the pressure involved every time. And sometimes when the balls are that nice, the pressure can be a little bit greater because you can get ahead of yourself and get excited, see the winning line. But as usual, inside of the winning line, he sprinted over it. Class break.
114.
Yeah, let's hope he can finish with a Class 8 total clearance. It wouldn't take any high break prizes. Of course, Ryan Day made a maximum at pre-qualifying, so that's in line for the £5,000 bonus. But Mark Allen there has just been
123.
outplayed when we got to the business end of the match today. He'll be back, of course he will. Class act that he is, but
128.
Thepchaiya Un-Nooh, yes, he was a shootout winner back in, when was it, 2019, 4 years ago. But he's looking for a bigger prize, and he might just get it, because Thepchaiya Un-Nooh finished the match in classy fashion, and he goes into tomorrow's last 16, a fairly comfortable winner in the end, with a 6-3 victory over Mark Allen.